going to tell 10th class biological science subject. First lesson, nutrition, the food supplying system. So here the nutrition word comes from the plants, which means the food is needed for our body or for any living organism for growth and repair. So from where this nutrition is getting for us? From plants. So the plants are most important thing in our life. So directly or indirectly we are depending on the plants only for our survival. And here the plants are going to give us food for many organisms that are unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. So unicellular organisms are known as single-celled organisms like amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. Single-celled. Example is amoeba. And multicellular organisms are known as humans or human beings, animals, etc. So these are multicellular organisms. So here what unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms are going to do? They are going to depend, these two are going to depend directly or indirectly upon the plants for their food and survival. Why we are taking food? For growth and repair. So here plants are giving us the food. So to carry a human body, its functions, it needs different types of substances as a food. So plants are giving human beings food. Human beings are mainly depending on the food for their survival and for their growth to carry out different functions. So to functions means to do different types of works. The human needs food in the form of plants. And here the food which we are taking as a food varies from organism to organism. Means single cell to multicellular organism, the food may varies, or simple substances or in larger substances, the food is going to vary from organism to organism. So let us find out about autotrophic mode of nutrition and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Autotrophic and heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So here autotrophic mode of nutrition means most of the food we are getting from the plants. Plants are known as autotrophic nutrition. And here plants are giving for each and every organism food. Like we are depending as leafy vegetables, cereals, pulses, etc. We are depending on the plants for food. So this is known as autotrophic mode of nutrition. And heterotrophic mode of nutrition means here animals. Animals means we are getting food directly or indirectly from the animals like meat, milk and milk products. So the mode of nutrition depends on these two, autotrophic and heterotrophic nutritions. So here plants are, then how these plants are giving us food? Then how the plants are getting food? From sunlight. From sunlight with the help of photosynthesis. So with the help of photosynthesis, the plant is going to prepare its own food and giving us food directly or indirectly. So these plants are known as universal food donors. universal food donors. So here in earlier classes we have studied about photosynthesis, and here Van Helmont scientist Helmont and some other scientists they have concluded, or they are believing that the plants are going to get food only from the soil. So the food the plants are getting only from the soil and minerals which we are getting from the soil. So here the plants are not only giving us food, even though they are going to prepare its own food directly or indirectly from the sunlight and from the soil, and from the soil what are present, minerals and some salts are present. Through this they are going to get food. Synthesis is a process in which the plant is going to prepare its own food materials in the presence of chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is nothing but a green color pigment. So chlorophyll is nothing but a green color pigment. So why the leaves are green in color? Because of this chlorophyll pigment only the leaves are green in color, and it is going to prepare its own food materials in the process of photosynthesis or sunlight, and it is going to take food material. In this photosynthesis process, several other reactions are also going to form as an intermediate compound. So here photosynthesis has concluded by some other scientists by working 200 years of hard work of scientists. C.B. Van Niel in 1931. In 1931, he has proposed a simple equation on the photosynthesis. So here C.B. Van Niel has proposed a simple equation on photosynthesis in 1931 after his 200 years of hard work. Here carbon dioxide is going to combine with the two molecules of water in the presence of light and chlorophyll. So here carbohydrates are produced and a water molecule and an oxygen molecule is evolved. So here in this if we will include glucose in this equation, so this is the formula of glucose. So if we will include this glucose formula in this photosynthesis equation, what is going to happen? So now Van Niel has proposed purple sulfur bacteria and light plays a specific role in the photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is nothing but the sunlight. So in the presence of sunlight, Van Niel has included purple sulfur bacteria in the presence of sunlight. So here Robert Hill showed the glucose formula including in the photosynthesis equation. So here 6 molecules of carbon dioxide and 12 molecules of water in the presence of light and chlorophyll. In the presence of light and chlorophyll, the glucose molecule is evolved, and 6 molecules of water and 6 molecules of oxygen is released. So this is released. Here this formula is containing glucose in the presence of light and chlorophyll, which was done by the plants in our nutrition lesson. So here how animals are going to synthesize its own food materials? It is not possible to synthesize carbohydrates and glucose directly for the animals. So here how the plants are going to prepare its own food materials to make them. The animals are also depending on the plants for their food. In the presence of plants prepare carbohydrates through photosynthesis. So to know about that we have to make a experiment. So to know the presence of starch in the presence of methylated sulfur, we have to take a beaker, boiling water, retort stand and methylated spirit and a leaf. A leaf means which was directly exposed to the sunlight and which is grown in the open area. So here boiling tube and tripod stand, Bunsen burner. So these all the materials which we are going to require for the to done the experiment. So here we have to do an experiment like this. So after boiling the leaf in the methylated spirit, then after some time, if after boiling the leaf, we have to remove the leaf from the test tube, from this test tube, and we have to take a petri dish. We have to take a petri dish, and in that we have to place this leaf. And after placing the leaf in the petri dish, we have to pour a few drops of iodine solution. So after adding few drops of iodine solution upon the leaf turns into yellow in color. So in this yellow is the presence of starch. So this color indicates the presence of starch in the leaf. Starch is nothing but a food material. Once again I am saying that first we have to place the leaf in the methylated spirit, and we have to boil, take some water in a beaker under the Bunsen burner, and boil the leaf for some time, and remove the leaf with the help of a holder and transfer into the petri dish. So after transferring into the petri dish, the chlorophyll or the carbohydrates are going to disappear in this solution. So after disappearing, we can observe an yellow color leaf here, just as shown now in the test book. So like this it is going to change its color. So this is known as starch. Whatever the yellow color part of the yellow color portion is present in the leaf is known as starch. The starch is nothing but the food materials which we are going to take as a food. So after completing that experiment, the factors which are essential for the photosynthesis are factors essential for the process of photosynthesis. So what is the first factor is the synthesis of carbohydrates. Synthesis of carbohydrates. And next is how this is going to done. So after 300 years of experiment of scientists, the scientists have proved about the photosynthesis. So now let us study how scientists are going to experiment about some materials required for the photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. So what Von Helmont has said, Von Helmont said that the body mass of plant is increased only with the help of water. So what Von Helmont said that the plant body mass is going to grow or increase its size only with the help of water. So it is not possible to plant to grow only with the help of water. The photosynthesis is the main important element for the plant body mass. So here already we have discussed about photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a very essential part which they are getting directly through the sunlight, and with the help of sunlight they are going to prepare its own food materials in the process of chlorophyll, and the plant is going to develop its own food materials. So by today's class what we have learned that the total organisms or multi or unicellular or any organism is going to depend only on the plants for their food and survival. That is the today's class.